It's Christian from Grand Rapids.
Hi, Christian. What's on your mind?
Just calling today, seeing if I could ask you guys a question, kind of bounce some of the ideas off of you guys. You know, Dave Rubin's big about ideas, so
yeah.
You guys are Dave Rubin fans.
Sure.
So, anyways, I've been having issues with activism in my area lately. It's been kind of bothering me. It's kind of hard to motivate people, especially after this Israel-Palestine latest flare-up, to get out and mobilize for Democrats. I'm kind of worried about the 2024 election because of stuff like this. I find it's more of a problem with younger people, but it includes older people, too, in all generations that I've encountered. And I'm just wondering, like, what do you guys think is a good way to motivate progressives, disaffected progressives and leftists to get back involved in politics? So, yeah.
I mean, I think, look, I think it is always best to people be organizing locally and based upon local issues. I mean, how are you going to get people enthusiastic about the 2024 election? I don't know. I mean, I think,
is Tlaib in your state or stuff like that? Because that's what my first thing would be like, if there's good Democrats on the issue who've, say, called for ceasefires, say you want to help empower the coalition that they're a part of. And, that's basically where I'd leave it.
I mean...
Yeah, that's kind of the track I've been taking. I mentioned progressive candidates that are on the ballot in 2024. I called in like a week or two ago about Hill Harper, who's running for Senate in Michigan. But I also, point out, especially in Michigan, the Democrats, even though not all of them are as progressive as they like to say they are, I mean, we got a clean energy bill passed this year that was one of the biggest in the country, along with a lot of other state victories. But there are some people, I think, that have become kind of just ideologically and fundamentally opposed to doing electoral politics at this point.
Well, I mean, look, I understand people being against electoral, exerting that much of an effort in electoral politics. I mean, I just don't think there's that much effort associated with. It's one thing to ask them to, organize around something like that. I think that's a hard lift, frankly, right now. Asking them to actually take an hour or two to go vote doesn't seem to me to be that big of an ask of anybody. Some people, as Trump, becomes more prominent in our society again, might be more inspired to go out and organize so that he does not become president and that the Republicans don't have the ability to pass legislation. But for those people, organize them locally. I mean, it doesn't, electoral, if your only ask of people is to go vote and trying to organize, 10 months out, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, organize around a couple of issues that you're trying to push, and the electoral stuff is secondary.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think that it's, part of the problem is it's harder to deal with people that are, just disaffected and not interested, or have been kind of soured on participating. I know activists that have done a lot of Bernie Sanders campaigning and like other, leftists or progressive campaigns. But yeah, I think that's all good stuff. So thanks, guys.
Appreciate the call.